Academy. An academy that has shaped the dreams of thousands of UPSC aspirants. The Academy braces itself once again to welcome a fresh batch with innumerable expectations and infinite dreams. Welcome to the orientation program.
Learning Academy. Building visions, achieving missions. I, Lucius de Almeida, a former student of this academy, welcome you to the training ground which helped me secure an All India rank 1 in the UPSC exam. So, believe me when I say you are in the right hands. It is my pleasure to introduce to you my mentors. Miss Atiya Verma, Senior Faculty at this Academy, a 1992 batch IAS officer. Madam retired in 2005 as Chief Secretary and has since been the Chief Mentor of our Academy. Miss Neha Bansal and Mr. Karan Sachdev. Miss Neha has not only cleared this prestigious exam once, but twice, first entering the IRTS and then IAS. She is also the topper in the subject of public administration. Miss Neha retired from the public domain to successfully mentor youth at our academy since 2008. While Mr. Karan, a former IPS officer, the IAS 2004 batch, All India rank 54, has been using his expertise with us since 2010, having taken a break from an illustrious career. And so, congratulations to all of you and all the best.
Also known as the personality test, is the final stage in clearing the civil services examination and aims to check if the candidate is suitable for administrative roles. The interview panel consists of the senior most UPSC officers and is held at the Dholapur House in Delhi. The interview panel evaluates the candidate's analytical ability, communication skills, and overall personality. In other words, the candidate's potential and commitment to society. Getting a good score in the interview may significantly improve your rank and chances of a higher cadre at the UPSC. And hence, the topic for our assembly is how to prepare for the UPSC interview.
Firstly, let us begin with some general tips to answer an interview. First, arrive early. Second, be well groomed. Dress smartly. Third, greet the panelists on entering. Fourth, Make eye contact. Fifth, be pleasant. Smile when needed. Sixth, posture matters. Sit straight. 7. Speak slowly and clearly. 9. If required to give a handshake, make sure you give a firm one.
Application form. The interview panel is provided with a detailed application form of each candidate which contains the details of your background, your education, hobbies, etc. Be conscious of the facts you provide. Be prepared to discuss anything you mention in your death form.
Afternoon. Have your seat, Himanshu. Thank you, sir. Introduce yourself to the board members. My name is Himanshu Jain, and I originally belong to Haryana. I have done my schooling till class 8 in Haryana, and then I moved to Delhi for my higher studies. I did my BA Honours in Economics from Hansraj College, and then, sir, I am
SC is not just about knowledge, but mindset and attitude. Display a confident, passionate, and positive side to your personality.
In-depth knowledge. Have a thorough knowledge of your optional subject. Be ready to explain concepts, theories, and recent developments in the area.
Radhasulera anthropology, tell me. There are numerous species in one genus, but Homo sapiens is very unique. In the genus Homo, there is only one species. Why?
None, because the other species, they have actually lost this competition of survival and they have now become extinct. So right now only the Homo sapiens are there.
A good introduction is the key. Well, it's an open secret. Candidates often mention those areas about self of which they are confident to answer. This is a sure way to score well at least one question.
Srishti Jain Deshmukh,
Yes, sir.
tell us something about you.
So, my full name is Srishti Jayanta Deshmukh, and I come from Bhopal. I am an enthusiastic and determined girl. I have done my graduation in chemical engineering from Lakshmi Narayan College of Technology. And I recently completed my diploma in women's empowerment and development from the Indira Gandhi National Open University.
Current affairs. Stay updated on current events and important issues, both national and international. You may be asked to comment on controversial issues. Avoid being inclined towards any particular religion, gender, community, or business lobby. Remember, a civil servant serves and represents the country, not any community.
Your father is an IPS officer. You must be very closely watching what is happening in Kolkata. Can you tell me what exactly is the state police versus the central police conflict, and what CBI draws its power from? We know police is a state, sir.
Right, sir. So CBI basically was established under the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, And sir, police is a state subject definitely, but certain states have given their general consent to CBI to investigate cases which happen in their territory. But sir, for example, West Bengal is not one of the states that has given that general consent. So what has happened is that the CBI was investigating certain cases in the chit fund scam, and they wanted to investigate the DG, officer of the West Bengal cadre. So they had been directed by the Supreme Court also to
Be honest in your responses. If you do not know the answer, admit it politely. Avoid vague answers.
Like your dad, you studied from elite schools. Your parents, both your parents are civil servant. Sir very rightly asked you. It appears that you are coming from a very elite background. But I would like to believe that that is not the case. So, to just allay that fear, can you just tell me recently, day before yesterday, all North India had a huge hailstorm.
yes, sir.
Tell me what is the current status of crops in our country right now in this area, and what is the impact of these hailstorm on the crops?
Sir, in northern India, sir, right now we are in the Rabi season, and a lot of winter crops are being grown right now. For example,
Are being sown, are being plowed? What is the status of? We are in February first week.
right, sir. So wheat which was sown earlier, it is now under the growth stage right now, wheat. And sir, for example, in Uttar Pradesh, sugarcane is also
Just
being.
beating around to tell me what is the impact of hailstorm on the crop? What is the status of crop right now? Yes, no, you will say, sir, I don't know.
Sir, I am not aware.
Communication skills. Work on your communication skills. Speak clearly and concisely. An eloquent candidate garners a higher score than otherwise. Candidates have a choice to answer in Hindi or English. Choose a language you are comfortable with.
Previous year's questions. Review previous year's interview questions to get an idea of the kind of questions which may be asked and the depth of knowledge expected.
Mock interviews. Consider participating in mock interviews. Many coaching institutes offer this service, allowing candidates to practice, receive feedbacks, and improve their skills.
A big plus point for you, yes, it's a big advantage for you. You come from a very good background, family background, that's another advantage. At times it goes against also, but as far as we understand, it's an advantage to you. It's an advantage to you. You have a pleasing personality and pleasing demeanor also. So all those good qualities are there. You look like a child, you call it chocolate cream soldier. So you look like that only. And because a lot of time is there, you want to want certainty, right? Like the example of gold smith which you gave. So okay, user design and you try to explain to the board that you have done it through your project, right? But the answer was too long. It was more like a harangue than understanding the subject. So try to make it more crisp, right? Absolutely crisp. I did like this and the result is this. So if you want to, because basically you could understand that you wanted the board to know that you have done a work on this. Fair enough. But don't make it too long, obviously long. Then on certain issues, like she asked you about fasting and all that, right? So you evaded that question. Instead of catching it by furlongs, you try to evade it. You are a police officer. What's the duty of a police officer is to investigate, right? So to get into the aspect of the issue, yes. So that stand you should be taking. when you are sick, okay, when you are, because you are a young entrepreneur also, so that we should work on that also. What?
Ethical dilemmas. Be prepared to answer questions related to ethics and moral dilemmas. UPSC values candidates with strong ethical principles.
Consider a situation. You are a young, unmarried guy, and let's say after getting into job, you went for a marriage and it is ideal marriage, right? But all of a sudden, the girl father, he said that we have already had a pact since childhood of the girl that whenever you get married, I'll gift a car. And the girl's father wanted to gift a car to the girl. On the very marriage day, where the wedding is taking place, what would be your take? Will you allow to get this car or not?
Sir, in my opinion, sir, I'll not allow this because, sir, this creates an obligation. It creates an obligation on me, it creates an obligation on my family. And, sir, this is basically, you can say, in an indirect way, a form of dowry as well. Sir, in my humble opinion. And, sir, what I'll say to him is that, sir, please keep your car because all I want is your daughter and that I can
But
myself.
daughter is also willing to get that.
So daughter is willing to get that, I agree, but sir, what I will say to her is that we don't need that particular car. So I can, we have our own benefits and therefore we do not need that particular
So
car.
how do you justify this? This matrimonial alliance is 50-50. Where is gender equality in that? She cannot, you can take it from your father, but she cannot take it from her father. Is it so?
So I'm not saying that she cannot take gifts from her father and she should automatically refuse it. But sir, on my part, I try to convince her that there is no need for that particular car, and it can actually get us into unwanted trouble. For example, if I am a civil servant, especially, so I try to reason with her, and then sir, I try to convince. Sir, that is what I feel. So February is the month of Valentine's Day, and this water is clear. It has a very pure, clear heart, and I know it will quench my thirst, and and therefore, water and glass, you should just be mine, and I'll cherish you forever. Thank you.
Be yourself. The interview panel wants to know you as a person. Don't try to be someone you are not. Be genuine and authentic in your responses.
Feedback. If you receive feedback during the interview, show your willingness to use it constructively. By doing so, you display an eagerness to learn, and civil service is all about learning and adapting every day.
You definitely have very good character. Positives about you is that you carry a wonderful personality. You're very young candidate, actually. Right? Usually, the recent trends are that the young candidates they are welcome. They welcome so that part is obviously in your favor. Your personality is good. Your entry is good. Your exit is okay. Your sitting posture is good. Your voice level is good. At a few places, it appears that the speed is a little on the higher side, but so far it's clear, so it's also perfectly audible. But if it is in your control, if you are debating, you understand, sometimes you need to have your voice from your stomach rather than just from yours. If you are able to do that, maybe it's reducing speed by 10-15%, but further enhance the effectiveness of communication. It is still very, very good. Don't worry about it, right? In non-verbal communication, there are two simple suggestions. One, there is the neck movement is little high, right? You move your head along. So if you can make it a little stable, then we go. You understand that if you shift from a debating podium to an interview game, this is the primary thing that has to be done. Because in the public speech, you actually have to move your head and neck, and you have to reduce it when you are in one-to-one conversation or a small group conversation. Otherwise, it becomes too many. Similarly, you have this tendency of moving your eyes a lot. I've been telling it for 2 decades now that the best eye contact is to have eye contact with the person you're talking to. Right? So if you're talking to me and if you're able to see my eyes, if you're able to see, for example, the very core of my eyes, it means your communication is going to be the best. And if you're moving your eyes a lot and if you're talking to me and looking at sir, you will not be achieving that because क्या होगा कि मेरा trust will be lost. So keep one eye contact, that will be even better. The strength of your interview is that the constructives. I mean, you actually place your answers in structured manner 1, 2, 3, 4. On most occasions, it works very well.
What is the secret of clearing UPSC? Is it the intelligence or preparation?
Well, clearing the UPSC examination requires a combination of both intelligence and thorough preparation. While intelligence can certainly be an asset, success in the UPSC examination can only be achieved through disciplined preparation, dedication, and a deep understanding of the subject.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sure. How can we efficiently manage the time during UPSC interview?
To manage your time effectively during the interview, prioritize your questions. Prepare answering in a precise manner. Cover all the relevant topics and give yourself sufficient time for any unexpected inquiries. Remember that UPSC interviews are as much about assessing your personality and character as they are about your knowledge. Approach the interview with confidence and a positive attitude. Be prepared to engage in a meaningful discussion with the panel. Good luck. If Father Principal could address the gathering.
Gandhi Jayanti Day through their street play under the mentorship and leadership of teacher Archana, and today they displayed in the school, for the whole school, the other side. Because of time factor, we could not have it today, but I want to appreciate the initiative taken by the Social Reach Out Club and teacher Archana for taking the school out into the city, the market, and passing a message. Well done, teacher Archana and your group. I want to appreciate also Sir Nilesh. Sir Nilesh took a group of students who went into the market and literally the CCP had to bring 3 vehicles to clear the dirt that they collected. They did a lot of cleaning job in the market area. And again, my appreciation, sir, to you, for motivating the students and to clean the place and be an example of cleanliness, Swachh Bharat. I want to also appreciate the photography club, who when the others were working, they were photographing them. But nonetheless, we require people like that to pass on the good that happens in society. We require people like the photographers who show it, depict it to others, the good being done. They are called the good finder people. They find the good and they project the good as an example for the rest. to teacher, under the leadership of teacher Ruth, I want to acknowledge the photography club as well. And to the students, more so to the students, there was, as I said, no compulsion. There was nothing obligatory. It was an off day for most of us when these students went out on their own, sacrificed in doing a service to society. And I think, along with the teachers and the students, for this very generous act and they represented the school, our school name came up because of these teachers, because of these students. And we want to acknowledge your effort. I want to make them, all the students who were there that day, please stand because we want to clap for you. Please stand. Stand in your places. Well done, students. They inscripted right from the way they were dressed, the way they appeared, in a by-heart, paperless manner that they spoke, well articulated, good diction, slow and clear way of speaking, well chosen clippings and flawlessly executed without any technical glitch in it. I thought everything that the group did today was well done. And along with their teacher, the club teacher for UPSC, teacher Reshma, I want you to give a clap for the group. And final year students, if I'm passionate, I'm sharing my passion. If I'm passionate about one, is about something called the UPSC. And I really wish, as the board says, Don Bosco Academy. We don't have an official academy here. We don't have an official training here. But we have a creation of mindset. We have enthusiasm created, a motivation created, a desire created. I wish from the group that we have here, someday many of our students get into places like this. Why so? To make a difference, to improve society, to better the lives of people in the country, to show others even a government employee can function at a peak, the best and the most honest manner. Because we have students from here who have learned those values. Students, I'm going in the classes and talking to you about this. But I really wish many of you think, I'm not saying everybody become IAS. I joined law. I want to be the top lawyer. I want to be the judge. I want to be the Chief Justice. If I'm getting into the field of engineering, I get into the top places, maybe a PWD, where I make the best roads for India without corruption, without money being taken away anywhere else but for the purpose that it is entrusted for, stipulated for. Students, this is what I mean by saying UPSC. Get into places, positions where you can make a difference to society. Where policy making is involved, not money making, policy making. And I wish a bunch of these guys here, you who are cross 550, get into policies of society, into environment of nature, where we make policies where things are made better on account of us. Thank you.